Good morning. Welcome to our daily prayer and meditation. I'm Reverend Edith Washington Woods, Senior Minister here at Unity San Diego. Let's just take a breath together. Wherever you are, wherever we are, we know that we can connect consciously with our breath. The word for today in Daily Word is guidance. What does guidance look like? I know when I'm driving from my home where I live in El Cajon to the church here in San Diego that I'm being guided. Have you ever had a time when you were driving somewhere and you didn't realize that you were going from point A to point B and all of a sudden you were there, but then only to realize you weren't intending to go where you went? For instance, I've had times where I was on my way to a grocery store and I'm actually going on the same route to get to church. And I forget the exit that I want to get off on to go to the grocery store because I'm accustomed. My typical route is to get off at another exit to come home or to go to church rather. And I'm getting off of the exit and then it's like, oh, I wasn't going there. I was going to the grocery store. I know it's kind of funny, but is that inner compass? Is that part of this inner dialogue that's going on? It really knows where we need to go when actually that's not where we want to go. I just thought about that and I wanted to share that. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. Deborah Williams, she says yes. Yeah. How many times does that happen when we go on that autopilot? Now, this morning, we're talking about guidance that comes from spirit, from the intuitive knowingness of what is ours to do and what is not. There is this intuitive knowing within us. I'm actually looking down. Yeah, Julie, you know what I mean. And I'm looking down at my belly. I have a belly, and I'm actually putting my hand on my solar plexus because that is the area where our intuitive beingness happens. That is where the still small voice that is nudging us to do something in a certain way. I know that I've heard of people who have been in fires, like we have these fires happening all up in the northern part of California, the Bay Area and the wine country, and that someone woke up and knew that they needed to wake up, and all of a sudden they had to evacuate. These things happen when we listen. I've gotten up in the middle of the night and had this knowing that I left the front door unlocked. I don't usually do that, but sometimes there are those times when I do. Now, would I've been protected? Probably, but I like having the front door locked. And so when we're looking at guidance, everyone, we're looking at listening, listening to that still small voice within us. And in the daily word, it talks about that there is this growing awareness that gives us a sense of greater inner peace. When I listen to the still small voice within me, I'm able to really experience peace on another level. There was a time I was on a freeway, highway. People call them different things in different parts of the country. And I knew I had this knowing to get off of the highway or freeway. Went in, didn't know why I needed to go in. I didn't need anything, didn't need gas, I didn't need food, but I gassed up anyway. And I got back onto the on ramp, and shortly after, there had been an accident. And it was a new accident. The highway patrol had not even came yet. And I thought, ah, that was the intuitive knowingness that said, get off. Because in my experience, if I had not gotten off, I may have been involved in that accident. And so today we're looking at guidance and how when we listen, in the listening, in the stillness of that moment or second, we follow our first mind. That's the intuitive mind. And it will never leave us wrong. It will never lead us in a wrong direction. But when we don't listen to it, then who knows what could happen? Things happen, right? So that's what we're going to go with in our time of prayer and meditation. We're going to dive into listening to the still small voice. And I want you to know that the more we listen, the more it guides us. The more we listen, the more it guides us. Let us pray. God, infinite source, universal presence that is so big, as big as the universe could possibly be, and yet we know that it's even bigger. We're calling on that presence right now to move gently within us, oh God, to simply gently guide our way. We're asking for the sense and the knowing that occurs when we listen. We're asking for our listening selves to be put in the forefront of our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. And so we take these words into the silence with us. I am willing to listen to my inner guidance. I am willing to listen to my inner guidance. I am willing to listen to my inner guidance. In the silence, we go deeper together. I am willing. I am willing to listen. I am willing to listen to my inner guidance. And in this expanded state of awareness for us, if anything comes up that you feel guided to type in the chat box, I'll encourage you to do that when the time is right. But in this moment, we're just being grateful right now with each other. Bring in our hearts and minds, all of those who are being affected by wildfires, any natural disasters. Bring into our hearts and minds all of those who are in the process of preparing to vote, regardless to whatever party. We are the United States of America. So we just send love all over this country, all over this planet, opening our hearts right now, knowing that we are here together, walking through this life with each other. We're open to our inner guidance guiding us, so we learn in many, many ways how to be at one mint with all things. And now, as we bring ourselves back to the space and time, you might want to wiggle your fingers or your head back and forth like I'm doing. And when you are ready, if your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes and just notice what's right there as we hold each other in the light, in the love, and the peace, and the guidance from within. We give thanks for this time that we have together. We let it be us, and so it is. Amen. And now I'm going to just take a moment to write in the chat box, put myself on mute for a second. Thank you. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Deborah. I can't tell who else is here if you didn't chat, say anything in the chat. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here this morning. And namaste. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.